Can you hear us?
Hello.
Let me redo this. Why does it come up? It's so bizarre. It's my channel, and yet when I logged in, it comes up and goes, "This is for mutual contacts. Do you want to start watching?" It's like it's my channel. It's my channel.
The answer would be yes.
It's like crazy. Hey, Rude. How you doing, sweetie? It's just very strange. Why does it do these things? Okay, so just bear with me, guys. They've completely changed my whole damn settings. Just 'cause, yeah. Hey, Star. Anyway, alright, let me just check. I want to check my levels. Guys, can you hear?
Coffee is my blood.
How is that? And obviously I'm not shouting at the top of my voice, so as long as you can hear me, if I need to change volumes, let me know. Its sound is great. Thanks, Rude. Sounds good? Excellent. Alright. Well, I'm going to assume everything else is, so anyway, we will see. How's chat room doing? How's everybody doing, chat room? Everyone been good? Had a good week? Got some sleep? Sleep? Fair?
Sleep. What a concept.
I know. I was gonna say, did you get any sleep, Fair?
No, not a lot.
No, I know. It gets a bit like that, doesn't it? It's crazy. Oh, I don't know if it's getting worse. I think it's getting worse the older I get. I don't think it's getting better. I thought it was supposed to get better, but it doesn't seem to.
No, trust me. It gets worse.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Stir's robbing you of all your WS chests. That's a bit rude. Stir, she's busy. You know, she's busy helping me.
What, is he giving me trouble? I'm not reading on Twitch, I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's robbing the, I'm guessing, Winter Spring chest. Oh no, Zaya's here, so Zaya might come to get the chest. Good morning, Zaya. How are you, sweetie? Anyway, they can fight it out in Winter Spring. I'm just gonna sit here.
I'll just wait till they're done and have my coffee. Go in later and clean up.
Exactly. Oh, Chris, you're beautiful.
All these East Coast people sleep sometime, you know.
I was gonna say, what sleep? Chris, hang on, I have a special heart for you, Chris. Thank you. 30 months she's subscribed. There we go. Heart you. That's my cute little heart. Hey, Nisi. There we go. I'll put that back. Isn't that cute? I made cute little hearts. I did do something this week. Feels like I've done nothing but work. It's been a bit like that. Work and sort out wedding stuff. That's and sort out parents. That's been my week. So anyway. Alright. I think we've got everything. I think it's nearly time. Everyone can hear Fair okay? We're good. Sound levels are okay. I think we're good. I'll just wait and see if we get a response. Yes, everything's okay. Alright, well, I think it's time. Let's do it. You ready, Fair?
Let's go.
Okay. Alright, here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Whatever it is you enjoy about the World of Warcraft, we have a challenge for you.
Adventure.
Crafting.
Murder.
Flowers.
This is the WoW Challenges podcast. And here's your host, Leeta.
Hello and welcome to the WoW Challenges podcast. This is episode 254. Today is Saturday, March 6, 2021. I'm your host, Leeta. Hi, joining me this week is my co-host, Ferre. How are you, sweetie?
Hello, how are you all?
We are good. Tyber's just sent through a coffee on the Twitch channel. Thank you. Zai says he's good. We've got Rud, Stir, Nisi, Zaya, Chris, Tiber. So, hi guys. Anyone else in the chat room?
Here.
Hi. Thank you for joining us. So yeah, it's lovely to see you guys. So, this week I've got the Arbiter. I don't know if you can really. I'm going the wrong way. It's Bastion. Anyway, so it's really pretty. I was gonna try and do it for the whole background, but it looked very stark. So I've gone a little bit Kyrian. I've put my hair up. I've done, tried to be a bit slick, but I didn't have any blue lipstick. I felt like I should have.
I don't see your wings either.
Yeah, I don't have wings. So yeah, it's just like, we could pretend. I could. Who's got wings? Here we go. Hang on. Which one of my little guys? Here we go. I could get my little. Here we go. I could get my little.
There you go.
And stick him behind me. Here we go. And doesn't really work, but there we go.
It's a thought.
I got wings, so there we go. Anyway, yes, so that's my little drag. Whelplings, surrounded by whelplings and plushies, as I do. It is. Anyway.
It's good to have friends.
Yes, so it's just like I have all my things. Execute would tell you that it's very obviously heavy World of Warcraft theme, but I do have quite a few like Blizzard stuff, and it is very geeky-fied, which suits both us actually, because yeah, I think he likes it.
He shouldn't complain about that.
I know, exactly. Alright, anyway, we have got Ferre here today, and she's come to help me co-host, and also to have a chat about how Shadowlands is going. So I thought we'd do a little one-on-one chat. Well, basically, I ask you the questions.
Yeah, okay. That's how it works.
That's it. See, this is the good thing about hosting a podcast. Excuse me, my throat is already just going, yeah, you're done. So, be good. Good thing is that I can get to ask all the questions. It's always a fun thing. So
we should have a turnabout today.
No.
No. Maybe not.
Maybe one day. Maybe one day we will. Anyway, what I want to know is, obviously Shadowlands has been out for, what are we, a couple months, 3 months, 3.5? It's been out for a little while. So I want to know how Shadowlands has been for you, basically. And let's go into Shadowlands for you first off. And then I've got another question, which we'll get into a bit more about threads.
Okay. Well, when it comes to Shadowlands, I've taken a few tunes through them all. Started with a Tin-Man Rogue,
Yep.
an Iron Hunter Scout, I think a Rogue Working Man, a Druid Scout, and a regular Druid at some point.
Okay.
Full disclosure, I'm probably one of the last people in the entire world to still not have Threads of Fate. So, working on it, getting there.
Yeah.
My regular is in. She's very close. I mean, so, yeah. Next week maybe I'll have it. We'll
Okay.
see.
Well, that's exciting.
So all of my things I have to say are colored by the fact that I don't have threads.
Well, and I mean, when it comes down to it, like, we all play the game differently, so I'm sure there's people out there that haven't done Threads of Fate as well. I mean, obviously it's a bit of a bonus for those that have, but I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that don't do it. So, which leads me into, for you, because at the moment you still haven't got it, I want to know how playing the challenge toons has been for you without having it. Like, have you felt it to be more intense playing your challenge toons, or you don't think there's been an issue yet because you haven't got threads, so you haven't found that?
I mean, there's some things you just can't do.
Mm-hmm.
I tried the main quest line in Bastion on that Iron Hunter Scout that I had, and quickly realized that this was not going to be a viable way to level.
Yep.
No. So basically, I spent my life playing with my pacifist and got her to max level early on, and a working man also at an early level. That one was a rogue, the working man, and she went through the mob pretty late in life, past mid-50s. After she messed around doing some archaeology and some exploring, gathering in BFA, then she did go through them all, did a few of the intro things in Bastion, and then she explored and gathered some more, and explored some more.
Okay.
Until she dinked.
Okay.
I have pretty much left my irons alone. I park them at 60, or excuse me, at 50, ready to go when I'm ready to do that.
Yep.
So, except with one exception, I do have one iron druid that I am leveling. And she will continue to level without threads and without Shadowlands.
Okay.
Basically, without threads, your options are several. You could grind mobs in Bastion, pretend to be you're a bloodthirsty.
Yes.
I can't do that just because I don't grind very well.
Yep.
I get about 10 mobs killed and go, yeah, maybe I could like go knit something or do something else because I'm tired of killing these, whatever they are.
Yeah.
It's just me. And those mobs do turn green and then gray.
Yep.
And you have to keep killing higher and higher level mobs to get any experience, and it's just not for me. For other people, it's fine. For me, it's not. The other things you can do include chest hunting outside of Shadowland zones.
Okay.
BFA, we've got Northrend, Outland, Old World. You know, you can get it's about 830 experience per chest.
Okay.
So you have to be diligent about it. This is why we kind of joke around about what's been cleared out and what's still free.
That stirs comment about the winter spring chests.
Winter spring, yes. Winter spring's a good chest zone, but it's limited and it has a respawn timer. So yeah. The other thing you can do are holiday quests and daily quests. You could still do Plants versus Zombies. There was a bug about it early on in the expansion, but that's been cleaned up.
Okay.
It works now.
Okay.
Those quests give the same experience as doing one chest. Not much experience, but you learn not to laugh at any experience. It's all good.
Yeah.
Take it, and it adds up. My druid who's doing leveling that way hit 53 this week.
Yeah.
It's not fast.
Yeah.
It's a bubble, but 1.5 to 2 bubbles a day for her at the rate I play.
Yeah.
Because I do other things too. I don't just continually ride around trying to do that.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's slow, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
That's just going to be her thing. I have others that will go into the maw and go to threads and do their thing. The other thing you can do, or early on, like in your early 50s, is to do exploration in places you might not have explored fully, like Legion zones or BFA. You can pick up some decent experience.
Yes.
early on with
Okay.
those. So that's pretty much your options.
Mhm.
My
Okay.
the current Ironman that's 53 is just doing just she did some exploration. She explored
Mhm.
a lot of places. She's 53 now. That experience is going to drop off for
Yeah.
exploring things. So yeah, that
Hmm.
won't happen. So she'll just keep grinding chests and holidays.
Yeah.
And I know it's not glamorous, but it's what she does.
Hmm. I mean, I guess that's one of the things is when you've got your limitations on as far as whichever challenge. I mean, they've all got limitations, but some more so than others. Um, it just there's the ways and means of finding that little bit of XP that most people may go, oh, well, it's only giving so much, 100 or something XP, but when you're
That was my first reaction to them, going, "Oh,
yeah.
these aren't worth it." It's like, excuse me, that's all I have.
Yes, yes,
They're worth it.
Exactly. So, all right. Hang
I
on.
love holidays. So I'm still also playing with other
Mm,
challengers. I mean, the irons. I do have one iron that I'm working. She's 50, trying to get to say 52 or so
okay.
to be available to do threads.
Mhm.
Once I'm able to do that, I want to have her a couple of levels before going through the maw. You might as well.
Yeah.
Um, Makes life a little easier, and
Mhm.
you can get some experience before you go. So I'm, doing a few things in BFA and exploring and um, doing what she can.
Yeah. Okay. Well, as
And
Chris says in the chat room, glamour doesn't matter, only staying alive. So that is
exactly,
that is correct. Staying alive
absolutely.
is the big thing. Stir says, yeah, opening up threads is the way to maximize options, more flexibility. If you go through more at 52 plus, it is almost trivial. So yeah, I guess that's the whole
It
thing.
does get easier, that's for sure.
Yeah,
Because those moths don't, mobs in the maw do not scale.
yeah,
So they go
yay.
gray by mid 50s.
Mhm. Yes, it's. I mean, they hit like a ton when you're hopping at 50.
Yeah, there's
Challenge
no
when you're
sense in going there
stretching.
at 50, really.
Exactly, exactly. All right, so then.
So yeah, I do other challenges too.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah.
I know that the um, website for Working Man doesn't work to add them or to try to update them.
Mhm.
I had one who was on a list um, before the expansion,
Yep.
and she fell off apparently due to inactivity or whatever. But I'm sure she'll be able to come back once. I'm not going to try to bring her back until things are working. But
Mhm.
meanwhile, I'm leveling her.
Yep.
Um, she's doing what I call oddball archaeology, which is
Okay.
archaeology in zones other than Kalimdor, Eastern Kingdoms, Outland, and Northrend.
Mhm. Okay.
Every other zone gives you half as much experience per day.
Yes.
So
Yes.
this is not about fast. Um, she's doing it unrested. That makes it the same as doing it unrested in
Mhm.
regular zones. So, she tried doing some stuff in Draenor. Draenor is just not my favorite zone in general, so
Yeah.
I didn't do a whole lot there.
Mhm.
Um, Pandaria, she likes Pandaria a lot.
Mhm. Okay.
I never did archaeology in Pandaria ever, so
Mm.
achievements are just kind of rolling in,
Mhm.
which is fun. I like to see you got an
Nice.
achievement for collecting this or that or whatever.
Yeah.
Um,
Hey.
so she's having fun with that. It's not a place to take a pacifist
Mhm.
because of the spawns.
Yes.
Get random little ghosts of whatever in all these other
Little
zones. You never know
sharp
when you're going to get them.
fragment
But yeah,
thingies that pop up. Yeah.
pacifists don't like that.
No.
So she's a working man. She's a hunter. She can deal with that. Her pet
Mhm.
just
Yeah.
jumps on them and deals with them while she keeps digging.
Mhm.
Um, I did one thing that was kind of fun.
Mm.
Um, there's always something new about archaeology. Um, in Legion, the way you get rare items in archaeology is by quests.
Yes.
And these quests ask you to collect a whole bunch of fragments of a
Mm-hmm.
specific type from a specific zone.
Yes.
Well, I decided I wanted to get a moose mount, the spirit of Etcherol.
Mm-hmm.
It's a beautiful, translucent blue
It is
flying
gorgeous.
moose.
Yes.
And I wanted him. So I did that. You collect 200 special fragments from high mountain dig sites. Piece of cake.
Mm-hmm.
Not a problem.
Yay!
That was
Congrats.
fun. Yeah. So I got my moose.
Ew.
So I said, okay, I'll try another one of those quests after.
Mm-hmm.
They last for 2 weeks, and then another one comes up. You can only do it
Yes.
like twice a year.
Yeah.
For each of those quests. There was one in Stormheim.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a different story.
Okay.
I discovered something new. There's always something new. One of the spawns from a dig site in Stormheim showed up at her level, which is 56.
Right.
That was a surprise, not a happy surprise.
No.
It was doing major damage to her. According to my recount, the damage was coming from throwing stuff.
Oh.
This guy was throwing stuff at her while he was fighting her pet.
Oh.
I healed her, and when I got back down to half health again, I bailed because this was not going well.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have a jump on him. I wasn't expecting this.
Yeah.
No. So I bailed. He despawned after the pet died.
Right.
I was okay. I looked it up from recount to find out who I was fighting. It was called a worm tongue collector.
Yeah.
And apparently they are a known thing. They're a level
Yes.
50 to 60 mob,
Mm-hmm.
which can spawn at a dig site in the Broken Isles.
Level
So I guess I
50
was
to
lucky in High
60.
Mountain. I don't know. I never got
Wow.
any there. Well,
Okay.
so
Yeah.
yeah, that was it for my Legion digging.
Okay.
So, that wasn't that much fun. I never went back there.
Yeah.
Back to Pandaria. I did some digging in BFA actually,
Mm-hmm.
which wasn't too bad. Some of the mobs, even though they were gray, they tended to want to attack if you got too close.
Okay.
It seems like she wasn't that far out leveling them, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And her pet could deal with them, but so that's another option. So I was getting different achievements there.
Yeah.
So Pandaria and BFA for archaeology for her.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be the way to go. So it's different. It's fun.
Yeah.
She's in no rush.
Okay. And I mean, that is one of the things that I absolutely love about you is you have got the patience of Job or whatever
For
you
some
want to say.
things.
For some things. Absolutely. It's just, you are just quite happy to, and it's always inspiring because I think if Faire can do this, then we all can do this. We just have to be a little bit more patient. Patient like
Just
Faire.
don't ask me to kill boars endlessly. I can't do it.
We know you're not a BT grinding
No, I'm
person,
not.
but you are very patient when it comes to things like archaeology and pacifist and just looking at XP and it's always inspiring. So that is fantastic. Okay.
Yeah, and it's a way to have fun doing something different.
Mm-hmm.
So irons are kind of on hold while I was waiting to get threads. So.
Yes. All right. So what I want to know is what other factors make playing a challenge toon more challenging. Obviously, we all have different things that come into when we play. What might not work for you might work for me and vice versa. But we've got things like account wide things like flying. We're kind of
That's a big one.
is obviously is a very big thing, but is there other things? We do love flying, Chris. Yes, absolutely. So what other things do you find the factors that really make, other than obviously internet, Internet's a big factor.
Yeah, well, yeah, flying is just huge for me. Being able to fly in Legion now is nice because that gives me all that free exploration I never could get before. I still don't quest there, but because one of the things that I don't like in zones and are PvP areas.
Yes.
And Legion, all the zones seem to have a PvP area, and then they have those random invasions. I don't like that stuff.
Yeah.
I don't like surprises like that. So I stay away from those kinds of things pretty much entirely. BFA, probably everybody knows by now I can't fly there, so that limits what I do there too. Just because, yeah, never did that grind to do that. One thing that probably doesn't affect other people as much as it does me because I have some vision issues. Some zones are hard to see. Bastion is tough because those grass colors and stuff. And the light bright thing is, I mean, I actually found it easier to see things in Maldraxxus or places like that, but Bastion is hard. So that's just one of those. There's some zones that you like or don't like for reasons that are so simple as it's hard to see there.
Yeah.
Do you think it definitely has an impact?
Do you think it's color and textures that they use? Like obviously color if it's very Bastion is very light.
Bright. Things start to get glare.
Yeah.
And when it's too dark, that's not good either. But Ardenweald is okay. It's on the darker side, but I love Ardenweald.
Yeah.
I'll move in there, thanks. Just kind of camp out. My druid will make a home there.
It is very pretty. Okay. Alright. So, have you found... Obviously, you've said Bastion is a big thing, but for you, have you found certain zones do cause you more issues? So we know Bastion, and I can totally understand that because every time I go to Bastion, as much as I love it, it's very kind of like, whoa, put my sunglasses on.
Yeah, exactly. They should use sunglasses when you go there.
And I understand why, obviously, but, you know, it gets to a point where I like going home, where my home is, Revendreth, you know, Sinful, where it's all very dark and red, and, you know, so, but yeah, so, for you, like, what other places around all of Azeroth do you find? Is there anything that causes issues, whether it's visual, textures, just, you know, anything you find you fall off more than others? For me, it's everywhere.
Just general annoyance. I don't have a very good sense of direction on the ground. I get lost in BFA on the ground trying to get from point A to point B. I have this wonderful list that Zaya or somebody put together of where the chests all are in BFA. And on the ground, I can see where the coordinates are, and I can see where my coordinates are. But getting there from here is not so easy. There's mountains, there's rivers, there's cliffs.
Yes.
We won't even talk about the mobs, but just the terrain.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and it has partly to do with, until I've gone through a zone on my own self a couple, 3 times, I don't really know it like intuitively how to go from here to there. So I probably take the long way around to get to everywhere. So yeah, that BFA is not my favorite place. In the old world, I don't do archaeology in Eastern Kingdoms much because I don't like trolls.
Trolls.
I avoid the trolls, man.
Trolls. Why did it have to be trolls? Yes.
Always trolls. Live trolls. I mean, the thing about Kalimdor, most of the dig sites are at dead troll ruins.
Yes.
Except for like a couple of places, but mostly they're dead. You don't have to deal with them.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, I don't avoid too many other zones, really.
I mean, we're very lucky. There is so many amazing zones. You know, if we speak of old, you know, going back from the vanilla zones right through, you know, we have never had so much ability to quest or to look for, you know, your treasures and your chests and all of that than I guess we've ever had with the challenge zones, because Shadowlands has opened everything up massively compared to, you know, what we
Oh yeah, for
previously
sure.
had. So
Leveling from to 50 is really fun, I gotta say.
yeah,
If I had more slots available on my accounts, I would probably make more
I
tunes and just level through
know.
the different zones and different pathways, you know?
Yeah, there's
So many
there's
options.
so many options, which, you know, we